Good morning, boys, and welcome to another fun-filled day. Today we are heading down to San Diego, El Cajon to be specific, to go to SoCal Suspension, which is Eric's suspension shop, to get some stuff welded on and get a fresh alignment. Now I'm running a little behind schedule, so we gotta get going. Now if you watched the last vlog style video on the channel, you'll see that I just swapped out my steering rack with new outer tie rods, new inner tie rods, and then I filmed a second video directly after that install was done of me swapping in brand new lower control arms, which have new bushings and new ball joints, essentially to help fix all my alignment and steering problems. So today is like part 3 of this saga, or part 2 for you guys, because I don't think you saw that second video. I think you went to a different channel. But yes, today's part 3. We are getting the cam tabs welded on, and we are getting an alignment, which should be the end of all these problems. Now today's not just going to be videos of that getting welded on and getting the alignment. Today's just going to be like a vlog style of everything I got going on, because I'm going down to Eric's shop. That's getting done, and then I'm going to be filming for his channel where he does a walkthrough on the shop and updates you guys on Vivian if you follow his channel. And then he and I, and possibly Zach, are taking Zach's truck, which just got a brand new engine dropped into it, to go get dynoed. So I'm going to be taking you guys along for the ride, showing you guys everything that's going on in my day-to-day, and you guys get a nice little behind the scenes between a few different videos on a few different channels. So I got about a 2-hour drive ahead of me, and then we're all going to catch up when we get to the shop. Oh my god, dude. We're already halfway through the year and we're shooting for 5,000 subscribers, everybody. You like how I just worked that in there real casual like? But yes, we are now halfway through the year and we are shooting for 5,000 subscribers. So if you guys are not subscribed already, go ahead and do so. And if you have anybody that's into off-road content, go ahead and share it with them. But boys, we are here. I see the shop. We are at SoCal Suspension. So, ooh, there's Ducky's truck too, baby. Ooh. Alright, we're at the shop now. Eric's wasting no time getting to work right away. I already did a little bit of a unboxing, if you could call it that, just ripped this open. But we have the Total Chaos Cam Tap Gussets back here, 333 Fab. I still don't know the name of these, dude. I don't know, I'll figure it out. But it replaces the wheels inside. The wheels that go inside of the Cam Tap Gussets, and it's just a block now, so they don't rotate or misalign themselves.
So they basically go in here and lock in, and then you pick which camber adjustment you want, you know?
Yeah.
Versus a round that can spin, you know? So say we find our cam that we want, and we can go all the way to one side, go to the middle, or we can go all the way to the other side, you know? So it gives us 3 different adjustments. So whatever we think is best after we put a camber gauge on it, and then, but we do have to weld these into here.
I have absolutely no idea why I tried explaining it when we literally have a professional here. Yeah, Angela will be able to give me some insight on the work I did the past 2 days and make sure I didn't completely botch
See if you don't mess it.
Yeah. So if you missed the last video, what we did 2 days ago was we swapped out the entire steering rack, which came with the new inner tie rods. While I was out, it did new outer tie rods as well. And then after that, the next day, which was, 2 days ago, we put in new lower control arms with the new bushings, the new ball joints, but that was on someone else's channel. So the stock ones right there are going to get sawed off completely, smooth out the whole surface, and then the new ones are going to get welded on. The reason we got new ones going on is because the stock ones are known to be flimsier with aggressive off-roading, and it will bend them, and then it'll mess up your alignment altogether. So new ones are supposed to be beefier, a little more sturdy, won't bend as easy off-roading, so that's kind of what we're going for. I don't know, I'm usually the one working on other people's trucks, not people working on mine, so like I said, I feel useless. I feel weird just sitting here.
These are the existing plates, and you have to get those off so you can put the new ones on. And it looks like they have like a little like tack weld, see this little divot right there? So that's kind of what's holding it in between there. It's been like spot welded on there. So I take like a drill bit and then drill out both of these, just somewhat enough to get through some of that weld, and then you take your chisel and you air hammer chisel it right off, and that's the best way to go. And then you want to like just clean those up a little bit. And now you got like a clean surface to put them all on, and you can actually weld everything to it, so you can weld the plate to it. Better be ready because you're doing the next one. Alright, so we're ready to put that on. We're gonna align it, and then we're gonna weld the first plate onto it. But he's gonna pre-weld the plates over on the bench right now, so I'll show you that. You can watch and weld those, get those prepared so we can weld them on.
Right, so as we were saying earlier, these Total Chaos cam tab gussets come in 3 different sections. You have the main plate, and then the 2 side perches that have to get welded on. So they drop in for lining up, and then you go ahead and you weld them together, then you weld the whole assembly onto the truck. So that's what he's going to be doing over there in the other room. Let's go see if we get some shots of him welding this up.
Should. There's still a couple over there.
What are these smaller ones for?
One's I think a front and one's a back.
A little bit of a size comparison.
Yeah, it's hot. Careful.
Look at Morgan over there. Such an angel, such a sweetheart. Got me breakfast. I mean, got everybody in the shop breakfast, but she asked me if I wanted something.
SoCal Suspension, unbeatable service. What other shop brings you breakfast? I mean, this one probably won't, but...
All right, super important update and distinction here. So, on Total Chaos's website, it says that the larger plate goes on the rear, like I just shared with you guys, and the smaller plates go on the front. But when you come to the 333 Fab plates and bolts, they have 2 sizes, a smaller size and a larger size. The larger bolt will not fit through the frame holes because it is too small. So I went on their website, and 333 says, no, the larger ones go in front and the smaller go in rear. So I don't know why Total Chaos says the larger goes in the rear. 333 Fab, I think, has it right, saying that the larger ones go in front because there's a sleeve in there that is larger. So this is meant for the front. The larger is for the front, the smaller is for the rear. Important distinction before you weld everything up. Luckily, he just tack welded it just to hold it in place, so we can still get this off easily. So he's sanding down the smaller ones. We're gonna do the smaller ones on the rear, then we'll move to the front.
Beautiful.
Knockouts, man.
All right. You know what? I need a spray bottle. Just because I don't want your bushing to get too hot. Hey farmer, do you know where the spray bottle? Have you seen a spray bottle?
All right, so they got the driver's side finished up and they're almost done with the passenger side. So let me show you guys what the final product looks like on the driver's side.
I mean, dude, these look beefy. They look mean. It definitely doesn't look like it's ever gonna knock out again. Wow. Yeah, dude, these things look mean.
I'm excited to see how things go with the alignment, and I'm extra excited to see how long they'll hold and how much abuse they could take.
So right here we have the graveyard of all the old sawed-off tabs. They're going in the trash.
All right, so she's back on all 4 tires now.
Tabs and everything welded on. Now it's time for the most important part, the alignment. I'm just saying, if Sol was working today, he probably would have fucked this whole job up, right? Okay, so we got everything welded on. Everything's back on 4 tires, fully aligned now. I'm like looking around to see if there's cops. The truck is driving straight again, the steering wheel straight, all the alignments totally just chef's kiss. But now we are heading over to Zach's dyno appointment because he just got a brand new engine in. I guess we'll talk about it when we get to the dyno. No, we'll talk about it real fast. So I didn't see when you guys tore the engine apart, but what was the problem after Glen Helen?
Big spark plug.
Spark plug no more.
Spark plug no more. And it's in the thing that goes up and down.
Interesting.
So
long story short, the engine is completely destroyed.
Yeah.
So they bought a new one, sent it off to Maruzzi to get a cam, and then sent it off to Blake to have it put in the truck. And now it is back. It fired up last night.
Yeah.
And now it's time to go dyno it. So that's what we're on our way to do. We're running a little bit late. And then we're gonna go back to the shop and do the shop walkthrough. So catch up with you at the dyno appointment.
Hi, my name is Lance. This is my shop. I do dyno calibration services here, R&D. We have this truck in again, came in, had an older motor in it, dropped a valve. Now we have a freshie in there, so we're just trimming everything.
all right. So the reason we're here today is we had the original Robert Maruzzi. Well, he rebuilt it, just a quick rebuild a couple years ago. That motor is a 418 stroker LS3. It's been in this truck for numerous years, I think 4 or 5 years. It dropped a valve and lost number 1 cylinder. So we had to pull the motor out and we were going to rebuild it, but we thought, you know, the best bet is to put a different engine in it, new, fresh, and then rebuild the old engine, so we had a backup engine. So this engine is a 525 horsepower stock LS3 that Robert took and put aftermarket heads on it and big cam, valve springs, all that. And it should be similar number, but it is not a stroker. It's probably a 475 cubic engine versus a 418, so it might have a little less torque, but maybe similar power numbers, we'll see.
Alright, successful dyno day here for Zach and his truck. If you guys want to watch the full dyno video, go over to his channel, subscribe to it, because the video's going up there on his channel. I threw a few things in this one, but most of it's going to be going on his channel. So they're going to load up. So they're loading up the race truck right now back on the trailer. We're gonna take it back to Eric's shop, and then we're missing cool race truck stuff.
that we're all loaded up, we're gonna head back to Eric's shop, do a shop walkthrough, and get an update on Vivian for Eric's YouTube channel. So if you want to see that one, make sure you go subscribe to his channel as well. We're running out of daylight, so we got to hit the road. Alrighty boys, we just finished the little shop tour. It's gonna be up on his channel like I said. So I'm gonna call it a day. It was a fantastic day. It was so much fun, so great, so much content got produced today.
The truck got much needed love. I think the front end has to be bulletproof now. I literally have like, everything steering related.
Everything steering related minus like the uppers, just brand new. This thing should be bulletproof now steering wise, knock on wood. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for coming along with me on this journey today. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, because like I said, we're shooting for 5,000. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink, cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can